Thank you very much. By the way, thanks to everybody who came along tonight as well.
Thanks very much, Gay. That was lovely. Wonderful. I asked everybody else, so I'll ask you, just tell us about your pipes, who made them.
Oh, the pipes, yeah. This set was made by Leo Olsen sometime in the probably late 30s. And I've had them for, yeah, I've been playing them mostly a good bit over the last 3 or 4 months in particular.
Okay. And it's interesting you mentioned Leo, because for those maybe who don't know, you know, at one stage Leo was probably the only pipe maker in Ireland and was instrumental in starting NPU. And the Pipecraft Centre where we were today and doing a live streaming from there, you know, is kind of a testament to people like Leo as well. I mean, it wouldn't be there but for Leo, and I suppose the importance then as well of, you know, creating a new wave of pipe makers is like one of the priorities for NPU, I'd say.
Yeah, well, I learned with Leo, and my father had a set in order from Leo, and sadly Leo died before it were made. I struggled for many years to get a full set of pipes, and indeed a cancer pitch pipe set of pipes. Took me well over 20 years from the time Leo died really to get a cancer pitch set of pipes. So I you know, it's very frustrating for young people trying to get instruments. And I suppose that was the motivating factor, to see so many people looking to, particularly young people, trying to get sets of pipes. And the other thing is that there was no formal transmission or platform for formal transmission of the skills. And there's so many pipers around the world now. There's climatic issues, there's all sorts of research that needs to go into them. And it's just great that uilleann has had the wherewithal to get up and give it a go. But Leo would have been particularly inspiring. And I remember a few years ago when sadly Dave Williams died and passed away in Alan Fromont. It was really striking that 2 very significant makers had departed from a relatively small group, and it was a shame that a lot more of their skills and their craft wasn't captured before they passed away. So I think the fact that uilleann took this on is a very significant step, you know, and I think the research will develop over the years, and the things will improve definitely. But Leo was absolutely instrumental. If he hadn't kept it going, God knows, and then the likes of Dan O'Dowd and McKeon and you know, Kennedy and Cork kept it going, and there was a few people, but it was very thin on the ground, you know, back in the early 70s.
Yeah, fantastic.
So there you go.
Thanks very much, Gay.
Thanks,
okay.
Ben.
All right. Give Gay a big hand. Okay, we're going to finish off the evening with a duet. We're going to have Emmet Gill on pipes and Aoife and Emmet on fiddle. And just while they're setting up, just wanted to say a few thank yous. And before I say thank yous, we had an interesting email just a little while ago from one of the people who was organised the event in Thunder Bay, Ontario this morning in a country market, just off his own bat, and I think got a couple of other people involved. And he just sent us an email to say that it went so well, they've been asked if they'll make it an annual event to come to the country market. So it's that kind of thing that, you know, is fantastic to hear. Just while, as I say, they're settling in, just like to thank a lot of people, put a lot of work into today, not least the person on my right, Emmet. Emmet and myself, I suppose, did a fair amount of the front of the, you know, the front of house organising, but there's a lot of people who were involved in the background, and I'd like to acknowledge them. Tonight we've had Conor on camera, we've had Stefan, who's been basically coordinating all the webcasts, so he's kind of up there. So we haven't even seen him, so I'd like to thank him. I'd like to thank the staff in the uilleann, who again do a fantastic job. I'd particularly like to thank Jerry, who has done an incredible amount, and particularly on the technical side. I mean, this was quite a challenge for us. You know, we knew we could stream from here. We didn't know whether we could get streams broadcast in, and we managed it, and you know, it'll be better next year, even better next year, and there'll be more of it. But really, without Jerry, it wouldn't have happened. So I kind of want to put that on record that you know, Jerry did an amazing amount of work. The other people I'd like to thank, obviously, are all the people around the world who organised an event, all the musicians who played, and the musicians who played tonight here in Henrietta Street, and not least to thank yourselves for coming out. And finally, just in introducing Emmet, interesting that one of the things Emmet and I share in common is that we both came through the London Pipers Club. Both would have started, probably I was started a little bit ahead of him. I think Emmet actually once said to me that I gave him his first lesson. Oh, shucks. And really that just reflects again, you know, we are, NPU is a worldwide organisation. As I say, both of us came through the London Pipers Club. We're fantastic teachers there at the time. We saw Tommy Keane, who was one of the teachers who organised the London event tonight. Billy Brown, John Murphy, people are still playing and teaching. So it's great, you know, it's a worldwide organisation. So I'll leave Emmet and Aoife. Maybe Emmet will tell us a little bit about Aoife. And they're going to play us out, they're going to close the evening. So once again, just thank everybody for coming and enjoy what you're about to hear.
This is Aoife McLaughlin, and Aoife's from Donegal. So we're going to start off with two hornpipes. Aoife's repertoire is, she plays a lot of Donegal music, and we found these two hornpipes were great to play together. Seamus Ennis collected them from Frank Cassidy in Teelin in southwest Donegal back in the 40s. So we've no name for the first one, and the second one is the Atlantic Sounds. thanks very much. Play two Highlands. Yeah. Aoife always tells me I get the bowing wrong when I'm playing Highlands, but I'll give it a go. Yeah. No names for either of you. Thanks very much. Had a great day today. We'll finish off with two reels, two piping reels, Jenny picking cockles and the Collier's reel. And thanks a lot, and thanks for everyone for coming tonight.